For many, Belize is the dream, but for some, it can be the nightmare. And in this video, I'm gonna break down the top reasons why people who move to Belize leave Belize. So we're gonna give you the full list of the main things that I have seen over my multiple decades experience of being in the country of Belize. So let's start, guys, and break it down so you don't make the mistake. Pack your bags, get your dog out here, and then have to move back. So starting with number one, it is not a good personality fit. Now, have you guys ever met someone that you're like, oh my God, this person's gonna be one of my best friends. We're gonna hang out for the next 10 years. This is amazing. And then a week later, you're like, yeah, I don't know. I can't really stand that person actually, and I gotta cut the friendship right now. So countries actually can be very similar to that. It might be the case that for a 1 week vacation, it feels great, but for a lifelong friendship or relationship, it's just not gonna work out. What do I mean by this? So let's break it down a bit. So Belize is more of an adventure destination. So where is it a great fit? Well, if you're someone that doesn't need to be at Starbucks every day, doesn't need the Walmart down the street, doesn't need to, go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, you don't need your Louis Vuitton bag or high heels on, it's gonna be a lot better for you. And on the contrary to that, if you're someone that's like, I love fishing, I love beaches, I wanna get the iPad out of my kids' hands and get the fishing rod into my kids' hands, I wanna change my pace of life, I wanna go hiking in the jungle, I want to experience, one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on planet Earth, then Belize is going to be a great fit for you. And that's not to say you can't do things like go shopping. I mean, it's not gonna be the best shopping, but you can still do it. And also, we're in very close proximity to Mexico. You can fly up to Miami in an hour and a half. You can go anywhere in South America. There's a lot of great flights, go to Panama City. But overall, like from a lifestyle perspective, those are more kind of my getaways. And my lifestyle is more about that adventure lifestyle, which works for me. I'm married to Belize. It might not be a great marriage for you though. That's number one. Number two, the bureaucracy. And I don't know, is Belize more bureaucratic than the US or Canada? I don't know the answer to that, but I know that you do need patience when you get out here. And the patience can come in really every aspect of life. Maybe it's when you're applying for your residency permit and you can't get the response right away, or maybe it's just wait for your breakfast or your lunch and the wait's taking long, or the service isn't the same caliber of what you're used to. Patience is a major part of being in Belize. And I think this is the case anywhere you move in the world. You're gonna have a cultural adjustment on the way things work. But for many, when they get out here, it can trigger one of the worst personality traits in Belize, which is complaining, nagging, going at staff or any employees and telling them that they're doing a bad job. Patience is a huge one. It breaks a lot of people out here. I love the pace of life in Belize, and there are hacks as well. I got my little kind of, okay, if I'm gonna go over here, I know I gotta call ahead and put this order in, or you can figure out your little ways to speed things up, but overall, patience, number two. And that leads right into my number three, guys, which is negativity. This is a big one. Now, when you move somewhere, it probably is gonna be the case that you're gonna be making new friends in that area. So you might just go to Facebook and you might get in a Facebook group, or you might go down to the local watering hole down the beach. And my number one precaution would be, don't just go get in these groups where it's just a vicious negativity cycle that it's gonna ruin your life. And I've seen this so many times for people. They move to Belize, there's so much beauty in Belize. Like for me to go out there and complain about something is very difficult. Like you really got to push me to complain. But when you're not having a good, personality fit, you don't have a great day-to-day life. Now your main thing is to go to the bar and drink and get drunk every day. And you're gonna go back and get on the Facebook chat, keyboard warrior, talk about how bad the service was in the morning. That'll really bring all of those together. Now you're in the perfect recipe to not have a good time. Stay out of the negative feedback loop. It's my biggest piece of advice actually. And that is number three. And if you guys are finding this helpful at all, if you wanna know how to move to Belize, if it's a good fit for you in more detail, we're gonna cover 3 more in this video, but also don't be afraid, scan the code and the RE/MAX team can get in touch with you and help you learn about exactly how to do it, or if you should do it, scan that code. But let's get back to number 4, which is political views. This is a huge one. Now, there are so many polarized people right now. There's such a diverse political spectrum, I'll say. And a lot of people are probably watching this video because they're like, look, I don't want to be around that person. I don't want to be around this. And I'm not picking either side in this. I'm just telling you, with regards to your political views, when you bring those to Belize, when you're trying to get away from that, this is the irony of the situation. You're literally trying to run from these political wars, and you're probably more moderate. You could probably agree with a lot of things that your neighbor's saying, but you really just want to get away from all the media noise and all the crazy talk. Don't come down here and just bring it with you. You pack those political views in your suitcase You bring them down, you unpack your suitcase, and now, guess what? We're in the exact same situation, and nobody wants to be in that situation. So when you come down, be open, forget about that. You're coming to get rid of that, and it's got no place in Belize. So don't bring your political views, and if you do, don't blast them out everywhere, especially not Facebook. By the way, I don't hate Facebook. I'm cool with Facebook. Number 5 is work. You know, when you get down here, if you're not retiring, chances are you want to work. So what are the key distinctions you need to be aware of, or the biggest pitfalls people fall into? The biggest one will be that you can't work a job that a local Belizean could already work unless you have a work permit, residency, or you're a citizen. So that would be like if you wanted to be a bartender at one of the bars down the street, that's not gonna work out for you. You need to get a little more strategic. You need to have a specialized skill set, and you need to bring that to the table. So there's a process to get your work permit. If you're just gonna get your residency by being here for a year, you can do that as well. You just renew your tourist visa every month for 1 year, or you can have that specialized skill set and apply for your work permit, or there are programs like the investment residency. But overall, have a plan, be aware of the information on this, and make sure you know what you're doing. And if you guys wanna learn that information, scan the QR code. The RE/MAX team can help you get that info, but that's number 5. Now, number 6, you also might want to scan this code because we're talking about failed investment opportunities. So some people might think that, oh, I'm in Belize, everything's going to work. It's an emerging economy. There's lots of gaps in the market. There's lots of places I can win out here, which is true, but that doesn't mean you're going to win in every place. So I've seen a lot of people come down, just buy the first business they see and say, yep, this is for me. All right, customers, let's go. Come on in. No one's there. You need to bring something to the table that's not already here. You need to know how to actually run the business. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win on the business front, but there are a tremendous amount of opportunities to bring a new business into Belize. Now, the alternative would be rental income on a property. And again, just going and saying, I'm gonna buy that condo on the beach and I'm good to go. We got our rental income. Yeah, now we're drinking at the bar. Doesn't work out that way. And that's one of the reasons why people leave all the time as well. You need to be more specialized in what you're doing. You need to search where are the opportunities in the market. You need to learn about what makes a great rental property. You need to learn about what are the specs on that rental property. Luckily for you guys, we did a great video on rental. And if you want to watch that one, we're going to link it at the end of this video. But that is a very important thing, which brings me to number 7, picking the wrong location for you. And I could actually go on for a full video on this. I'm going to briefly cover it here, but if you guys want to see a full video on this, if I can get 50 comments say, Will, do the pick the right location video in the comment section, I will, with the team, break down every town in Belize. What are the pros? What are the cons? Who should move there? Who shouldn't? Let me get those comments, guys. Also, it helps us get the videos out there, the content out there, so we can keep bringing you guys great content. But just to break it down a little bit for you in this video, some people might think that every place in Belize is identical. Like, oh yeah, I'm moving to Belize. There's no secondary question unless you know Belize. But if you do know Belize, then you know that there's coastal towns, there's coastal villages, there's mountain villages, there's areas, border towns, there's all of these different places that have their own unique Belize-ness about them. And it might be that San Pedro is a great fit for some of you, might be that San Ignacio is a great fit for others, or maybe you need to go down to Hopkins and have the City River beside you. So I'm gonna do that video for you guys. If you get in the comment section and let me know you want it. Other than that, guys, these are the top 7 reasons why people leave Belize. I hope this helped you. Please, if you have any of these things, don't come to Belize, save yourself the time, or when you do come, get ahead of it and come in here with an open mind, open heart, positive attitude, and get ready to enjoy the magic that is Belize. Other than that, guys, we'll see you in the next video, and you already know, hopefully down here in paradise soon.